current Minister of Education, Honorable Aduchum, and make one of the profoundest statements in this country. But because one say Kwasiano, Obiama ne was shut down.
But not you, the educated person. You ever say we know say Matthew Poku Prempeh Napo, educated, a renowned lawyer. I think he's a doctor, right? Medical doctor.
Sure.
So he knows better. Say me make it that comment. Any other person make it that comment. Ebianka, it wouldn't carry weight. But coming from Napo, who is well known. Kwame Nkrumah.
President Kufuor to call retirement. But to be sacked, we say a free side Ghana from 1957. Ebekane, you president be our Ghana chain and how do that Kufuor. Me say a free 1957. Bekane, mo form Kwame Nkrumah no, mo form
even Mahama. Let's say Mahama the immediate past president. Na say Napoka say, what the opa kofa Mama. Is it not disrespectful?
It is not a palatable language. However, it is not a disrespectful language. Obi betimi aka say bi na enya ode, but na enya disrespectful. Na enya so obu wanim tia. Wana akoda. Asem bi a waka Ghana fo bebre na enya adwen. So oti news and I want news. Obe bi a obe correct it.
Mama starting say, did it kind the launch itself? Who say?
Kojo political activity there ain't me enye bibia enkosu. Okay. Because osha across the world that one thing enkofu DHD pa we religion politics. But when it comes to gathering there, most times political gatherings are huge. I don't know, menya American but me support to Donald Trump to the hilt, and I watch everything they do, and both Democrats and Republicans now. And you say events like this, and yes, Kumasi for ne buy because he a vice presidential candidate and actually, so they will come from different places. Security was super. There were no other issues. My only issue, I am a sanitation person, was how the place was dirtied. Enra is my only issue. I am thinking, say, political rallies koso. Obekaya about last 2-3 years, there was some rally. Menkaisa MPP and NDC. Ewo Koforidia. A very huge Emma Efie go. Radio yebu or mine. And or mine are yebu no more mudi nim and a more yes activity. Don't go and dirty the place. There are a lot of sanitation companies. Mo bisika. Jubilee Park Hanson, Senra that's been 40 ACC Sima and can call for the Niema Begum. Apart from that, everything was superb. Ewo Enra activity name.
Mamimoni say, yes, I think free open so mo corner ho. Open so speech, open for statements or make you about Napuno. Who say? Open
so you're dumb. Sante hene or you're dumb. A lot of people who say Sante hine te hono kasa omo hu se bi anipa baako ene kasa but omo nim se edom ene kasa enu ntina se pin eto central marketer Sante hine te no se onim Sante hina ubehunu se oye nipa baako a onfa bibia nsie so obekai ye two president Mahama ye to abatu na de so okay Nkoma wodi ye se Ghana for ka kire nse eye komne ani bre nom de betu om osan ka kire na na do wananim obekaya Abuji Napo on the issue of Galamsey ebese ono kire wo hene de wonka no obekaya is a great hall o hene be kan na
say wo na wo trust statement abreme say me nka say
yes
me kai pa
Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh Napo oye otumfo nana kojo minum you no yentem minim say nsem bo ho asa obehwe manim aka akire me a ye ba public a wonka but the concerns are some people ewo wana po ho no otumfo address the concerns o se me na metete no onte sa bia ye betetew wojo ye nyina ye tete ye fie yi o but ye kwa bonten sebe ebe fifa suban bi a yan kire wo fi
yan kire kwaku se ompenofo so kwaku penofo pa
very well kwaku de ona ne ko ben bible so say kire me oyonko na me nchiro
supremo
kire me oyonko na me nchiro suban ti sa de oni kwaku ko ba openofo eminim so open na ntini de a enipa na ntina kojo ohine be kan se me de minim wo ene se ne a metete wo no and yes, I America. Metete, but the uncle for can abonteno. Shena mem. O catch there no. O catch there and say, O quacodi Dr. Bawumia chino. Uncle serve. And yes, sir, uncle.
Koya homa
So be ana
bibia.
Eti ohene nkoma odi na bonteno. He addressed the concerns Ghana for biwo. But what are the concerns? Kojo mabaha one weekend bia me ba me drive akona me hu ana me dikiki na mbebom na obi ani ha. Me friend as bra kwa me ya ma adwuma. Na me se wa ba adwuma wo hye ho, wo si me ni ho, me se wo hye ho, wo si me ni ho. And as a black army, so I me show na me wa kwana kwatena se. Let's look at something. Ghana, ewiase afana nyina, and particularly Ghana. Me 1998, and me who first doom so. A lot of you are a bit me a penisi will be over them hati monkai. Doom so bebe ba kania dunduma ba over the period. Politically, obi a person gaining advantage over the other. Ti edum kania 5 minutes kra. And I'm saying rebi na dum so honti. Obi so beka sene. Then the Minister of Energy comes to say ye dum see. We need to switch off some of the machines and repair them. And Ghana for say dum so aba. Then Dr. Metopoku Prempe echo radio so. And also dum so aba fa timetable. Me am ye minister no. Me na ye dim for me ye brief me obi bia ho. The call by the minimum no me se enye dum so. O se chinchina e dum so. Okay. Wuna nim se ye dum so. Ti wuna winim bra ye dundum nkanea. Enti fa wo timetable na ye nyusu ni enhwa so na me kojo so beba adwuma hu se between 12 to 2 or 2:30 awo ye rush hour no ye dum kanea enti unya dai my office. You see, we should be very honest. Ekwan a Ghana for before ye fa so kasa. Eya na edanso kakra. Enti se wo no wo ka bibi na bia wo ye a bit forthright with people a wan hwe ya na yakwa akofa wa no ya ka waseba ya je wa no asibone so what ya say me ma wo remfi so se otamfo ni sa de oso ntakrache ye wo hoi menka asenkofo tan Napo. But the moment you are in a leadership position, Obia would want to find fault with you. Obia would want to find fault with you. So, say Osha Obi to say Napo. Said ya what? Why are people trying to say ye nyina kodonyam papa na wo. Mem papa yon na wo. Mem papa kurant me ne ntena. Papa hwe manima ka kire me say me a wicked person. Pa me ka kire say na wo me. We are playing in a diagro. Ye ntime nyepe. So the way people come across some of the times, President Mahama be a bebaso. There was a time about Kumasi Asante Mantemu. Obie ni Ghana ha eba presidents a etwema from President Rawlings up to President Nanado. Ne nyonko enen omo sen otumfo. But President Mahama ba be ka kire say akukọ sa kire akroma enye ne fe. Truly Asante for anase Asante Mantemu ne yeto aba kai se nya Asante for nko anetia kodwoma ye adwuma bi wo bo bai na akọ bo bai na afa asokore mampoma eho ye tamale o eho ye navrongo etisi yeto aba na se party bi nya dodo wo ha ne ye de to se bi amona asase ne ye mode ya nti eye mona moto ya sometimes na ye bibi eho kakra so what ya say enti seka bibia senka president ma betimi de sabio menka asa megage no menka asa wane nka na adwen o ko betimi kura de na ne ato opemso anim se asem bi o ho a menya dai menka but ohun se obo ne ho moden but bia supporter ko hia ne ma waka na adwene sebe wankom so bi man papa ni sum wa matututuo wanka se enti me na me president na me tuma free masase so President Mahama ekwa achimem ochimem ewe wachi hene eni no manfo nyina anim se ha ye headquarters of Galamsey me na makọ achimamu ahunu se nia Galamsey ekoso e ma me hu dwiri me and when President Mahama can say no I personally this is my personal I didn't feel so okay with the baby okoka no so wachi hene anim no but a honor no dream say okay ebia obenya the attention a ebema de ekoso na ebia nananom ne wo mo ka ho nyina hwe. Do we call him arrogant? Do we have to do that?
No.
Hwe on say
ma me say nana a question Napo. Don't go and be arrogant. Me dem say wonya ahomaso but enkoyesa am yenka so.
But there is no arrogance anywhere. On say
no but
the more we keep using the word, we are communicating. When him say enema bia ba ya na nkofo dwen say ye bo hu the roman nkofo agyan. When him say no ne pushing nkofo into it. Enti yenka say bia suban bia nkofo ani nye ho wo ho. But
Sumaino, there is a name and a term for that Sumaino, which is called arrogance and pride.
You see,
if there is a term for it, why don't we just use it?
Kojo nemme Kwame Tutu your relationship.
Yeah.
Right. Say ye din komo. Say ye kan sembi. Na ye try to create an impression. So also ye woni din. The fact that asemna nipa no kano e bi ye no kre. Now be a said ye opes or canon no and I said ye no canon no. And we shouldn't also forget language, the choice of language. You may be talking. Ube wan say bia waka assembly and now where the beer free one waba. So what I say. But the point is that wa wunya waduane a udisi. Minim say dan mutimi ye wo hey. There will be obi a onya na aduane a on frem for
Christopher.
Ye obi nso ho a onya na aduane a ofrem nkofo more.
No dey.
Say obeka Napo asema. Ubetimi aka bibi papa bi ye positive. Because the first commandment in the Bible, be fruitful. That is the first commandment. Multiply and replenish the earth. Say kojo minianum ya unu mu nyina ya adwuma amaka mo ho aboma mo bie mo adwuma amo ya mo boa nkofo emo mo ye fruitful no.
Enchum kakra media boni ombetimi ache for free na so so hu de obeye ewo ye meta transaction app no so after so download the ewo app store and I say play store and we patch all started say o trade dia obetimi sika fia be $50 now that start a trade ewo app no so on science so provide with free signals not just once wait me as start a dia trade no be profitable trader to patch for my numbers name na any metaphor and kasana wo ma onchemu bia ohia
Napo Nkran Kumase Ghana enkwada ewo schools ahoduom emmerewa ene nkokora me Kwame Tutu menim se Napo tua mo medical bills obi bebusa so onya ni sika wen Napo is a smart businessman.
Kwame,
very brief.
But we are not dealing with that.
No, because how can we deal with one side of the person probably, even if it's true, and not look at the other side?
Okay.
Politicians are work room hey. Kojo da bro what would they say mo baby amode nam no. Me nkosere politicians ka o. Oda adwuma no a adwuma na woda no. Eniema a wo mo ye no say ye renovate school dan e fall directly into me corner office ekoyi videos ne pictures of bosia me nkojo me crazy ka be good baby na me dey yes adwuma no me hu bia se ma anya bi am wo hu se papa ya se me a okay wa ye ba ko wa ye me kojo if I tell you the number of school toilets I and Nanantwi Bosiakon formerly of UTV have renovated that ohun be ye onwanwa. I went to this young man. I gave him our documents.
Which is Napo?
No, I'm citing an example. Also, Talebra. I feel quite o no. O come, me see me 2 car kwatena nipa ni fie ponano. Gate me pesa me di document. Enya man. Because me na di car ko di nkoma mo na na se memra. Kwaku. Me da branch ni fie na no 4 a.m. bear 1 million. Ena me jaye. Yakaso be arrogant. Probably any pan were putting him in public space. Say Metiopoku Prempe ban or Cotton for anoche, and or your surgeon, or your nedjuman, Kient Nasem. Wababonting or servo. Napo as servo as 4 term parliament as a member of parliament. Why education minister? Why energy minister? Or your medical doctor wa practice? It is a Napo can't same be. Na kojo na no pa. Yent me mfa nche no. Yent me hwe na adwuma.
You be to the but a panel yard doors one you be some. For example, Mamin question here. Otun for opem so ene na kasa. One na kasa wo. Actually say see na koye mame. Ko na ko share ni munyam e mame. From there and a convoy ni 2 years and on Jubilee Park. On my Jubilee Park no. Yakasa drew the vice president nominee. I don't really say.
Yeah. No. It's our nominee or a candidate.
Is it a candidate? Yeah. The mic shows them, and then the first thing that comes from your mouth, and then they say, since 1957, I Ghana independence. You know. You can't obia why you Jumo Ghana ABBA. The word is Sam Kwame Nkrumah no. Mupa Mumfanemra. Nanado and a year. It's not about a Jumo Bia cry. No cry.
Sanim or some Kwame Nkrumah as I listen.
Kwame Nkrumah. You use that word, Kwame Nkrumah. When Nanado has worked better than that. Knowing perfectly well, say. Recently, Kufuor was there. Kufuor, you ever say Kufuor the paving way for Nanado, and then you jump everybody else, come to Nanado. Are you not displaying acts of arrogance and disrespect?
Okoka former President Kufuor asema. Yes, say your bass your core history. Don't forget, baby, a political rally. Political rally so nchiresa sebio ubetimi aka hurodo hurada sembia achire nipa. But baby ojina no, it are you saying say cratch need to say Napo. Only fair view of the person worker. Kojo abeka se name say na mebaha. In 2 weeks, I stopped about 7 to 8 kids. Omunyina wo JSS. And I didn't know what the kids were expecting me to ask them. They were just rushing to me. And I'm saying, who is Buzia? Who is Edward Kufuor? Who is this? Not here. Opa GhPage. Mummy and Tutu machines in Yanko schools more Ghana. Secondary school for crack can tell you this country's story, history.
But not you, the educated person. You ever say, so we classroom da. Let's assume say see classroom da. Yebusa me say akufu ye hwan minim no. Yebusa me say JB dan kwa ye hwan minim no. Yebusa me say kotoka ye hwan minim no. Let's assume that say minim no. We know say Matthew Poku Prempenapo, educated, a renowned lawyer. I think he's a doctor, right? Medical doctor.
Sure.
So he knows better. He is supposed to know better. And then, say, men make that comment. Any other person make that comment. Ebianka, it wouldn't carry weight. But coming from Napo, who's well known. Kwame Nkrumah,
language
it shows.
Language in effect. You say Napo should know better. It means Napo doesn't know better. You know better than Napo. Statement, okay.
It's come a huge problem.
Baby, that is no.
Imagine he's voted as a vice president, and he doesn't know better.
See?
Then that's where the problem is.
See? When you say Napo should know better, any woman in adwene, that was asem no hono. Or my dream bill essay. This is politics. A lot of people, a lot of people in this country. Kwame Nkrumah to so a hero. Kwame Nkrumah.
No, you can use the word a lot. Some people, because honestly speaking, say if you're going by ratio, I don't think it's even more than 30% or 40%.
Me Jimodumadi. Mon search ye two Kwame Nkrumah. Ghana for muma ye train with the whole country.
Yes,
ni statue ye ko tu ne kon. Okwa ene mausoleum ho a. Yes. Na nado danko Akufuado. President John Ajekum, former President John Ajekum Kufuor, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. All tradition, no, a traditional opposed to Kwame Nkrumah tradition. But why never Kwame Nkrumah mausoleum? Why not me? I went there with my kids. That was about 4 years ago. If you are not Kwame Nkrumah mausoleum, Timono, oh check me Facebook page. Me try, and I me try Mandela Square in South Africa, and I'm at the ball as if the president saw it. I'm not saying say no dey change in the by, but as if the president saw it. Unim say now Ramuzolium wa you who the orgiska wo. I entered and we were coming out free. And no crash at that yes can mom nam say no na so many nko for ko yen ko se there be that first can come mom. So politically enye obi a na Jim Nkrumah tum me Kwame Tutu me Jim Nkrumah tum 100%. Me nim say Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe or Jim Nkrumah tum 100%. Enra it was a speech. Sansem bi wo ho a en sign for bibia ma eno say let's sit down and do the computation. Kwame Nkrumah yebi President Mahama.
What could you have list of Nima Kwame Nkrumah?
Opening.
Compare Kakra to what Nanado was.
No, you can't do it.
We want to do that.
Do you know why you can't do it?
Why?
You haven't even gone to Jubilee House to take projects or my please. Kwame Nkrumah projects na ewo na ye nim no. Projects ayeti wa ye nim. Do you know the projects I am not comparing.
We don't know.
Oh hene, unim. There is a problem. And the problem here is that the problem here is that Opa Munko Busa Munko Ghana Health Service Munko Ministry of Health na Munko Busa say afibia Ghana ye health budget ye say
okay
yaria kumnipa okroma ni sika ye de ko health budget mo no
okay
you might think say nipa no wonye hwe but wonimu nro dodo a wakra ba Kwame Nkrumah so obi pe so obi mpe say o say wanye hwe so ye hwe many people not in Ghana across the world enim say he led us to gain freedom that alone yentimi Nana Kufuado entimi fa no nkoto Kwame Nkrumah on that level. But then
Brakame, let me come in again. This is my issue. It's quite simple. And I will say Ube clarify just that part for me.
Okay.
Say, I'm not talking about Kwame Nkrumah achievement here. Thousands. Kufuado can't compare. Let's put it some way. They can't. You can't. Less than 5% we will get there. I'm talking about the kind of language he used. Imagine referring to even Mahama. Let's say Mahama, the immediate past president. Not say Napo say. What the Opa Kofa Mama. It's not disrespectful.
It's
not disrespectful.
It's
now
honestly
the thing said the first president.
It's not a palatable language. Ubusame Kwame Tutua. Me Dr. Matthew Poku Prempet nase 101 to say the menoti. Se me ubusama adrian. It is not a palatable language. However, it is not a disrespectful language. Obi betimi aka se bi na enya ode but na enya disrespectful na enya so obu animtia.
It's because enya animtia bu
bi Napo no wa taking the position strong. Obi a onti ase no obetimi atake ono so position ewi ase Bible nyame ene de ye pemaye obi a wone pe.
It to you this akasa enya animtia bu kasa.
Oh, I said say enya de
but enya de
but enya atenie because the personal ye nyina ya start say ye political comparisons a ye de ne ye Dr. Nkrumah o person o kire say nipa na da biada no e ba comparison ma na mo de na ba no mo pe kra mo fa no meto na na ado ho probably menu mienu ye ni aban mu kojo menu mienu Ghana no ye nkom bebre o
oh yeah
bia na podwen say there are for instance the free SHS Mimi nimsa Kwame Nkrumah tiasia. Enka Ghana nya free SHS na nka yim. So otena ase che ya. Ekebia by this time kraka universities na ekeko ni free. Obi animsa. However, ebia nipa no dwen say in modern contemporary times look kojo mete pokuasi interchange na so. Me every day man to America kra about 15 kilometers. Now anytime me do interchange na so no. Because wow, a hassle bruchery. This very interchange. Me can say
it's interchange in the air rubbish in Nkrumah achievements.
Hold on, me cansem.
Okay.
Me cansem. Say obi ba da chibi no be hu interchange a ye si hwa. Obi ba be ye bibi kesi o. But obi believe say wow, this interchange na boa ye. Obi ba no. Bia a Bank of Ghana Hospital. The Kwame Nkrumah me say enye palatable language, but enye atenidie. It's not an insult. Any partner there be Mokojo Rashad Newen, or not that be our hard, Kojo is not an insult.
Yes, depending on the relationship we have with that person. But I can't refer even.
But so himself,
I can't even refer to you in that word. And then to talk of say the first president. That's where my problem is.
But first president, you too no. Ghana for winning our music. You too no.
So there are explanations for it, and I think in his book he explained it. It was staged. There was a CNN near him, blew it out of proportion and all that. It's we can't use that as
but there are video footages. Rollins buy me man who Rollins ni mayim. Oba no saa afia oba ya no ne ye wo me eti oba no man hu no ba ye benyini saa tem no na GhPage ni ho eti information services department me ye wo me sahwe bibia ni new town wo ho na information services department car na ye green and yellow ye hu akodwo ye fili because ye nyi TV eti omo be sign ahom ade kakraka bi o Anglican Park ne ye kohwe a. And I loved Rollins right when I was a little boy. Because of how a Ghana for JJ do something before you die. JJ kono. Something na near so 1 year before he died. Now no near the pam. Me ubusame na Jerry John Rollins is one of the people who has really developed Ghana. But we've rubbished all that. Senka ye chere history me ko fa nkola bi asemba mu ma aka say well one go school no nim papa wabusu apani ni din one go school ni mukrom din one go school ni ba bia okrom ya foroka one go school na yare anim say hospital ho obi si usum no one go school anim say police station ho. When people don't know their history, it's even history kra na your mama go school and they judge the best history the man and it was oral history. Me, I can tell you my family history. Me na na catch them. Me ya antro. Me na ba wa uncle school da. It is a key enemy history. As on Maya, I will tell you something. The current Minister of Education, Honorable Aduchum, and make one of the profoundest statements in this country. But because one say kwasiano, Obia mane wash it down. Asemo kan no. It was an indictment on Ghana. An indictment on education. Okay, I can say many of the universities are running irrelevant courses and just taking money from people. Yes. So my way to develop what? It's like a fast statement now. Now you disintegrate, now you dissect it, you analyze it because Kojo, you and I, maybe I'm academic. But Matitin Kolabe, so many media houses are over 3rd year in the university or trouble photo. I have asked a boy, Kobe, our Timmy Fee, our colleague, and I'm saying, Kobe, what are your future career prospects with the course you are reading? Also on TSC. And I'm saying, you say, Black, I'm a office officer, university. I will never lie. Or say, Black, I'm me bonnie, the Kobe was a Black, I'm office officer, Jumana. I know a girl, I will be Legon. Or say any resource I had day and same bebre a dear Juma now pa na akoye bibi. Simply put, Kojo say ye history as a people. Say ye candid enough as a people. I've read books about Nkrumah books or Troy, Miyama kind. But when you read other books from other people, they write it from the tradition they belong.
Yes.
They write it, and so therefore we don't have a hero. Edian na President Kufuor enu na me dreams em bi ho President Kufuor se wa anya bibia mo man ya ye betimi e the health insurance akai no how many people the educated ones na wo kan no e na ye di nkomo a omobo health insurance a omo man kwala nketu a ewo ye chi no ehunu se opani we na de baaye hwe how President Rollins wu ye no say this year na fe twema na
oh yes twem da.
What is Obi Boni din or baby? No. What is that? Yeah, billboard or ba kope. Ne yire ne makura Rollins ne yire ne makura anya billboard ba kumpo ansi Kwame Nkrumah circle amfa me ankai papa no. I contacted a big time musician, writer, President Rollins car baby na busa said what can they do? I was expecting say Ghana music 114 said the Professor Mills car baby a omutu mirika ekoto nemo no ekoye aye no. Can't we raise a big concert here? Moyama Nelson Mandela or South Africa. More friends say
global with Mahu.
Global then. Nelson Mandela or Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Why are you global icon? Motiha. So language in America. Hold on. Let me come.
So you are the okay confirm say. The okay you are confirming say what Napo said was disrespectful.
No.
Because what we see what they say and Nkrumah is global icon.
Yes.
You don't
but the fact that you see
I say like I don't take you serious.
No.
Kwame Nkrumah no. Which is
my main cast.
My
main cast Montreal. So the United States of America today, the country is sharply divided on the lines of Republicans and Democrats, yes. on Donald Trump and Joe Biden. But opa, konani America for nyina koye se ono mo kunya issue. Na koye so mo atetia. We have our internal discussions. When we are Napo Sebe, obedi vice president, na bibi ni no gina UN, and na bibi ni no gina international conference biasia. Obekwa akokasa
charity begins at home.
Bro,
you see that is where our problem is.
See,
we feel say our politics
there are certain principles that do not apply in certain areas.
Mama and I say when it comes to Ghanaian politics, anything is allowed.
No.
You are making it sound as if say it is okay, it is allowed to say anything you like, to disrespect people any way you want, because internal thing. But when I went it, because Mama Ebi,
what is your
when it comes to the economic,
what is your problem with Napo's statement?
Make am full JL properties and so a demand so fully furnished apartment at 51 bedroom and 5 bedrooms and one JL properties. Me pacha so we real estate developer now open properties at all for more numbers I will screen so bring a bit now at location yes Sakomono Achimota East Legon Adenta Christian Village Roman Ridge Wager East Airport North Kaneshi and in Konko Bebre now benya a fully furnished apartment 51 bedroom 5 bedrooms at all a JL properties a honum.
Is it you as an individual who has an issue or what people are throwing out there?
No.
Me, which is which?
My personal issue say I will say because was an achievement. So when it comes to the achievement, we know what Nkrumah did.
You see, Nkrumah achievement. Ghana Nibia shouldn't tout Nkrumah achievement. Why are you touting Nkrumah's achievement? An achievement that you couldn't take care of.
Because he was taking off.
So etenye nim guase ese waja ya adwuma ne antimi anhwe so ne ye sorry ane ye bobọ sa adwuma ne din jute factory we pencil factory shoe factory
we should blame Nkrumah no
there be I am not saying say we should blame Nkrumah koguti asema meka me person me kire say we should be ashamed as Ghanaians say ye taute niema obitimi yema wo na wantimi ankura
etini na yade
I listened to him. I watched this video early in the morning. Kwame Nkrumah page so. And I was like, okay. So are you also saying that you came and you didn't do Foucault? Are you also saying that you came and you were visionless?
No, Kase. Napo went too far. Compare many
President Mahama and Dr. Nkrumah and Asamano. President Mahama is a baby. Oshia media for also be creating digital economy of 30,000 people. What is your President Mahama and be at GhPage mamo? Polarization. Enyo ne bie ma no Sabinus enyo ne bie ma no Pastor Remote enyo ne bie ma no please etese ye mankofo people will take advantage of us ko Bible mu ko Bible so ko Exodus 18:21
Exodus 18:21
Exodus 18:21 kojo
okay. Do you know what the Brakwa make in Achuma Kwezo? No, Untumi can say me. We have million ways to win the election. I say you use every ways and means to defend this.
No. You see, Kojo, we are not being critical. Say you depend say na parka say Kwame Nkrumah
it's become one too many. It's become one too many. You were at an event. You were at an event. You were just asked about the doomso going on. Okache say we don't expect him to admit what say dim say but you admit say Mahama time you also never admitted say we doing so Okache say when I'm doing so I'm from title the tonation and the way he said it. Obi tin Chobeka say disrespectful and concordant.
Na do dan
me bawo. And on our side you know. I think say he was on Asempa. Na that time na ye kai ensu adwiri afa ayifo so voter is it down when I say for Keta Okache almost say if the government makes mistake as an NPP to put opposition parties stronghold in the budget or be campaign against it. You see, and no kodano. Yet yes, be by say they were in conference in Cape Coast and they were saying say and Ashantis are angry because NPP near she. According to alleged report, he made a statement. Said, "Oh, as for the same microphone, t-shirt." You see, you see nothing wrong with these things.
That is not something that is out. That is what you think that somebody speculated. What you say na put one. Ne ho nyenko for sebe anka baby awodu no politically. Baby me hwe Nana Ohininto, former general secretary of the New Patriotic Party on TV3 3 days ago. Ajiye jinem Napo arrogant. I was expecting say Obeka say me former general secretary of the party. Me call Napo office, come and know education. And as you see our energy no. Wa mama the opportunity to see him. Despite the fact say I say maba. I was expecting say Obeka say bia near so near OBB or Bob Pa driver be assume say driver na crossing no. Ma ba na kwajo yenye nipa na ye nipa enye bibia na be ye totin enrechi elections na do ba ha me so take FM eno bibu san say say kwabre
so omokwanye
eno omobeto amendis
onso to abama no that's what he said.
Eti obe so tell say the obi of politics ma enti oni adwene obetimi aka
when you become the leader.
Listen,
you don't
when him dictator of Philippines when him dictator of Philippines
you know what
Donald Trump ebedi president. Now people wanted him to be that usual diplomatic way of doing things. On also campaigning, was it? I am not going to be the type of people now. I'm send you more honor. Then journalists like all of us, person of book or no can be men can be or no press conference. I say
America for mama yeah, I feel I have our independence, you know. I feel how many years? 60 years ago.
Or my Ghana or my Ghana. So when you cast and call for you, Krumha. So when my Diane call for Sumo Krumha. So when my Japade and call for so when baby Ghana FFA. Obi Ghana Niako di UN so what's a Ghana FFA? What in Ghana for? Before I
last one simple question, my brother. Okay, one simple question. Answer my
oh, young kind. Yeah, can
my last question, Anka. Answer Yakwaba.
Okay.
What is that also saying?
18 saying 21.
21. Read it from 21.
Now also, you omanu nyina mu mema ofata.
Me dasa
nyankopon. Wo ya no kwafo. Na wonye sika ni bre. Na fa won sisi won so. Apema pem so mpani. Oha so mpani. Aduonum so mpani. Ni dudu so mpani.
Okay. Jethro Moses Nasi Moses Owari me dey say ya Aaron Zipporah Moses call Kofa Mizrim Egypt for every Mizrim omo ko no ena Nasi no ye sofo ena obehia no na osori anopa Moses sori anopa de Jethro hu say obetenasi say ya na Israel for 2 million na no do omanam no omu nyina begina ho
no be a kind of problem
the obo ya bomasum we yatimi we yakame we yafamaboa no wonu di asem no na omu nyina ye exhausted na Jethro Moses we na adwuma sa wase wo fi to okwa no se masa na de na wo yi wo tena si da bia di nipa bebrebe we asem na read nipa na so onyi wo mo no read nipa na oka se onhwehwe wo mo na onyi wo mo no eba e na be boy
opa no. My last question, Kwame.
Yes, Koju.
One simple question. Does Napo need a speech writer?
Napo in here speech writer.
Oh, in here speech writer.
That Napo nye speech writing, the main can say officially there. Presidents and Obia, they have their speech writers. Yes. But when it comes Napo nye Obia, Sebin Preduas. Obi a medical doctor. People even don't know say he's almost a lawyer now. People even don't know he's read some law. Menkas or Ghana law school. People don't know all this. Napo, I a member of parliament 4 terms. Were the minister 2 terms. Before then, why ye Jumani and they say Napo Sebin Preduas Sebi Akronta wana akoda. Asem bia waka Ghana for be brain and enya so what news and I want news. Obe correct it. However, yeah fa timidity. It is say a humility. Timilele. Now say any pan ube kunsi ya. I ever worked with a gentleman in an office. Could you know so di kwadwesa? Concerning Dabrabeni, one time I looked at him and told him, say, please, I don't want to have conversations with you in the office again because there be a who can be wasem. Ebasa, Obama Mesrukra, Kojo, me pacho me peso chile GDP, muka kre bichre ye viewers. Now chile me, sa kind of Ghanaian humility na nya no kreno. How much of the humility and contribute to the GDP of this country? And you may be people come across differently. I am not saying I will never. Maybe now me share some in some. There are over 100 quotations in the Bible. Etian kofu edidi amayin penin for them. Bible was specific. The Bible was specific. You can arrogance. Now mo media for bubu kromo be arrogant same. Hey. Ghana, the whole world, Ghana media for the arrogant scene will be a drum of party FM so. Obi to me say president kwasia. Obi to me say minister kwasia. Omonya arrogant. Minister kasa also dum so aba afa wo timetable bra yenko kumuno. Kojo mo arrogance mo your spirits of arrogance. Ghanaian media people, the people pushing that arrogance agenda. Obi to me for video seen any so. Ene be ma koda ebe ka say you 2 minutes man obi fa video si na ne so say chef Smith akwa yin so de ne ho aba ni ya hwa no yen fa no nto nchai edru anopa
prophet
edru anopa wo ma ya no mo kan paper no enye wo mo kra wo mo ebo ntwene no wo mo sa wo ho no say be bread as no oni 5,000 and bottom ne account mo no o si obi kwase ya o si obi aboa o si obi jimi enya ni sei yemfa ne mfa ha. Such people are not regarded as arrogant. So was what can something nipa no anya na adwene nhia je ono ka kire wo no anya wo de kojo napo or bigger position bi a wo kɔ ne nkyɛn no nipa no kɔ ye no de ɔkɔ ye ena bi a ne ye bi a nipa no ye kire no o meka wo me ba modwuma mai me duru ha na me nua ba fefefe tenten no ebe wo kan me na o ma me be mam tweme na asisei ba bia mo ba ya na misi no ehɔ pepepe na misie obi baba abe akɔgira mo computers ibi achi abe yan komo tenten aba ye niema bi na sa kɔdwo ba na ɔka sa bra kwa metena se a o se me kɔ na adwuma mo no a wo ba ya me te o me gina oba bi so a wo ye adwuma ɔka sa mentena se no wa mu me ɛde ne de measure arrogance language be free one aba where hefa wo wiase ya ena na posi obi kwase ya sebin preduasa hefa ena wiase ya na posi obi aboa enkofo nim the political history of Ghana. There was an MP called Honorable Rauf Obo Ahiasum, Honorable Ahiasum on the floor of parliament unim ahiti wo say ena MP ni say ahintwi na konwa say enko nanim say na yeso omote almost the same apartment wo manya issue wo fie obehwe Honorable Samson ahi na sumuse gbura e wo parliament ma papa no to form enemo bonkofo bebre bia baso me de memobodin. But there are people like Omayi Omanim so mubedi Omampeni ankofo adi Omachi ame Kwame Tutu ame wanwa obi otimi di ne nyonko businessman kosis eko hwana da pa yenku no yenye ni sei ono da ne ho a onya arrogant kwaku openi Kwame so mama Kwame hiti mana no munso kakara
yes
atam no munso atam no munso.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Big Mama Cooking Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is Akosua.
There you have it, people. Lizzie tomato mix makes for tasty and delicious. The secret to this winning meal, be it your abe, in katenkwine, in crack, wukontomre, wujollof, diani bia ube here tomato mix no. Kai say, Lizzie tomato mix makes food delicious.
Can we eat?
Lizzie tomato mix, your family, our passion.
This advert is FDA approved.